Hey, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash, double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing his word in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chnak coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash, shalom to the Lord's elect. Shalom means peace. Okay, give me a second. This is an in transit lesson. So I'm gonna be driving. This is gonna be a real quick lesson. It's real quick. I got to get back to work, but I have a little time while I'm in transit to speak about do a lesson. The spirit just jumped on me. All right, I was watching this brother GMS Truth is Fierce. Let me his channel. I'm gonna put the video there. GMS Truth is Fierce from Yahweh. I'm gonna put his video so you can check it out. And the video is called "You Hate Us, Don't Expect Protection in Jacob's Trouble." And the spirit had me been watching a lot of videos on the woman. Oh, that's the spirit. 555 right in front of me. Okay, yeah, that's the spirit. That power is coming. Okay, the scriptures say, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power," and that's going to also, like when Jacob's trouble come, the power is going to be shown upon the Lord's men, and it's going to have a lot of women that are going to flock to that power. All right, but his video, is going in. I want you to watch that video. He has compilations of different videos. Basically the black woman hating us, and I've been watching a lot of videos like this lately, and I've been wanting to do a lesson on a woman, but I kind of don't really want to talk about the woman. I really don't. I'm tired. I'm really tired of the woman. Okay, but nevertheless, it is part of what we have to speak about, and sometimes we bring these things up because the woman is a heavy stumbling block for a lot of Israelites. A lot of Israelites have fallen because of the woman, and Solomon showed us that he had 1,000 women, and he did the survey. He said he didn't find one that was righteous. Basically, none of these women are right. And I mean, you can have sisters that's going, the Lord put the spirit on certain sisters to be joined unto men. Okay, and it is what it is. And you're gonna have sisters that are going to be delivered. So the sisters that try to do the best that they can do, you keep doing that and you keep locking in. But for you other women, the Lord is going to take you out. I'm gonna get Ezekiel 9, but I'm gonna start in Micah the 7th chapter. I'm gonna call this one, "The Black Woman is Our Enemy." Something like that, okay? The black woman, especially the American black woman, but it really goes for all these women of the tribes. Okay, really all the women of the tribe, but in particular, we're gonna speak about that black woman, okay? The so-called goddess, right? The divine goddess in her eyes, the deity, these niggas say the black woman is God. The black woman is our enemy. And you really, to hell with her. Okay, to hell with her. She can go down right with her lover, the so-called white man. And a lot of these black women, they worship the so-called white man. And it's crazy too, as this damn devil's going down. You see that pact between Eve and the serpent, they linking back up like even deeper. They really tapping in with each other. Okay, this is Micah 7. And you'll see in that compilation, when you watch that video, you just watch a couple minutes in the beginning. I mean, it just shows you that the black woman hates us. And you know what? When I see a black woman, I look at her as the enemy. You see what I'm saying? I look at her as the enemy. She's the enemy. Okay, I don't look, oh, hey, like sisters, that's a different thing. But I'm looking at these, especially the American black women. When I approach you, you keep it cordial and stuff like that. But I don't want to talk to you. Don't come up to me. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to the black woman. Okay, she's the enemy. To hell with her. Okay, it gotta be a heavy spirit for me to deal with a so-called black woman. She gotta be in the right spirit. And the moment you bugging out, you can keep it fucking moving. All right, because we don't need you. And you will see in the video, they really want to exterminate us. If they had the chance, they will exterminate us. Okay, that's the hatred that they have for us. So, to hell with you. And this is not personal. It's just the truth. Okay, you're the enemy. Micah, and you know why? Because your actions You don't even have to say that you're a enemy. You don't even have to say that. Your actions show that you never been there for the so-called black man. Okay, you never been. A lot of problems is because of the woman. That's all by design by the Heavenly Father. Micah 7:10, it says, because we don't have that power. When that power come back, baby, we in a different zone. Okay, we in a different zone, and you gonna shut the hell up. You ain't gonna say shit. All right, Micah 7. That's what you do with the so-called white man. Your voice changed. You get softer. You have your head down. Now you're shamefaced. Yes, honey. Yes, babe. You love it. All right. So to hell with you. You're the enemy. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. Right. What? The prophecies. Remember, the woman is going to go through Jacob's trouble as well. She's gonna experience the collapse. It's going to actually be worse for her, because the woman is all designed to be in pleasure, to be comfortable. These cities, these metropolises, these mother cities, okay, they're all designed for the comfort of a woman. Yeah, and not yeah. As a man, you want to have your woman, in a comfortable situation. Yeah, I ain't saying don't buy your woman nothing. No. If you got a good thing going on, don't mess it up. Not every sister is going to be a complete demon. All right, but the majority of these women, especially these so-called black women, they are demons. They're more than demons. They're Satan. Okay, and they show that. Who do they show that to? Who the fuck do they show it to? Do they show it to the so-called white man? No, they respect the so-called white man. They respect his knowledge. They respect his authority. They respect his institutions. But when it comes to Jake, it's nothing but disrespect, and that's okay. That respect, that power is coming back, all right, to the Israelite man. Okay? It's coming back. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Really, because they honestly don't believe that the Most High is dealing with us. At the end of the day, you got to understand, they don't have that respect, because you will give respect to the Israelite man because you have fear of the Most High and his order. All right, this is why we give respect to Yahweh Shai. That's the order that the Most High Yahweh has set up. You kiss the Son, lest he be angry. You must give reverence and worship, okay, the Son, okay, and then you give respect and reverence to his ministers, the ones that Yahweh Shai set up through his Father, of course, the men of the Lord. Okay, you give respect and honor and reverence to these men. But of course, you got to be spiritual to even know that these are the men that the Most High set up. So ultimately, they don't believe that, we are set up in that position. And I get it, we're not, there is no show, we don't have that power now. Okay, so I understand. But that power is going to soon be upon his men. But then it's going to be too late for a lot of you. It's going to be too late for a lot of you women. You're the enemy. The woman is the enemy, especially the black woman. Don't even look at me, okay? And I see, like, the more I've been in this truth, which I didn't really like the black woman to begin with. Okay, you got some. I'm not even speaking from like a physical aspect, just like an attitude. It's really an attitude, okay? But the longer I've been in this, the more hatred I have for the black woman. It's just I just have more of a hatred. Okay. What is it called? The scriptures say what I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemy. When I look at the black woman, I look at an enemy. Okay. Now I'm not talking about the sisters, unless you show that you an enemy. Things gonna, people gonna go off. You're gonna do certain things. But if you showing that you're an enemy, well then you can hate us. We're just servants. We're just men. You're really fighting against the Most High. And judgment always. Nobody has escaped judgment ever. Never. Nobody have never ever escaped judgment. You will never escape. Now Esau's not going to escape. The Most High is going to show the whole world that Esau, you didn't get away with it. Okay. Salakia for my rant, Let me read it again. then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover you. That shame is going to be all over her. Then she's going to come in a shamefaced, attitude. Oh my, yes, my Lord. They going, nah, that's all fucking phony and fake. Get that shit out of here. Now the spirit, sometimes it's going to be real. The spirit is going to let us see. See, look, what you women don't understand is that we have the spirit of discernment. Okay, we can see through your bullshit. Okay, and you can only fake it for so long, right? It says, "Where is the Lord thy power?" Yeah, where are the prophecies at? Where is it? Where you talk about this power? We'll talk about this. You just a broke nigga. All right, that's how they think. All right, that's literally how they think. My eyes shall behold her. The Lord's going to allow us to see, okay, the judgment of these women, the judgment that Yahweh Shema Shai has prepared for the wicked of our nation, especially the black woman. Like the Lord's going to just rip the black woman to fucking shreds, okay? So in front of the whole world to see. And guess what? All your lovers, the so-called white men in particular, and these other nations, the men of those other nations, they ain't gonna have nothing to fucking do with you. And a lot of them are taking you out. You got a lot of you got these interracial relationships. A lot of them end in death. Okay, the white man or the Asian man, they get tired of your shit and they take your ass out. And good for you. Okay, I like those interracial relations, and some of them are jakes too. So it's not a black and white thing, because some of them, some who look white, they're actually Jake, right? So that's spiritual, okay? It says, my eye shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down. God damn, a big accident, judgment, man. They got the street blocked off and all that. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street. Yeah, Jacob's trouble. You women are going to be in a lot of trouble, big trouble. And guess what? They're not going to listen. These women don't listen. That's one thing a woman doesn't do, is listen and take accountability. Everything is everybody else's fault. She's never at fault. Just notice that. The woman is never at fault. It's always somebody else. Okay, very rare a woman takes responsibility for her actions. Okay? Again, these women are going to see it when the Most High puts that power back in the Israelite man. Not Ray Ray and Pookie, not these so-called black entertainers and these jakes that have that are of so-called high value and so-called that have money, that are white knights and cooks and god damn, individuals that, give me a second. All right, people that splurge on your woman and let the woman run all over you. Nah, we not talking about those type of guys. Okay, we not talking. Look at these entertainers. Look at these niggas in the NFL, NBA, actors that have all this goddamn money. They get in a relationship. What happens? The woman, the black, and this is why you got the black woman that get mad at these jakes when the white woman and the Asian woman swoop these entertainers and these athletes up. Because nobody wants to deal with you black women. Nobody wants to deal with you. Okay, you are linked up with the so-called white man. Go to the white man and allow the white man to save your ass. All right, when he cuts your food stamps off, okay, when he cuts your benefits off, or you see how the white man is not giving the black woman the ability to get loans to go to college. You get puffed up, right? You get puffed up because you're educated. The black woman, especially these black women in DC and these places where Jake is real prevalent in these cities, Atlanta and all that, they get educated. But you act like you spent your own money to get the education. Your ass went into debt to get the education, and you went through the whole program, okay? You went through the whole program and you sucked up Esau's knowledge like it's true. And yeah, you get a little benefit, okay, in the society, but the whole thing is that benefit that you get is really to get and destroy the so-called black man. That's really what it is. He's exported the the black woman, okay, to pretty much build up his kingdom. And the Jake man ain't really into all that shit, you got certain Jakes that get into that shit, but the Jake man ain't really into that shit, man. That shit is stupid. But hey, certain brothers do it, but the black woman, she gets these positions. And why do you get these positions? Because it's so-called, it's literally a scam. It's a scam. Okay, it's literally to break up the so-called black family. It's really a tactic of the devil to divide and conquer. Because what is the black woman doing? She ain't taking what she got and building up a empire or a legacy with her man. She ain't helping her man. It's all by myself. It's me. So to hell with the black woman, man. Especially these educated black women. To hell with you. You are the enemy. And again, when I look at the black woman, I look at the enemy. Okay? Straight up. And you know what? This is the thing. They literally look at you as the enemy. You gonna hate sister, what's going on? You talking to that? And I'm not saying don't do that. Brothers gonna do what they want to do. Okay, and there's an exception to the rule, of course. But the black woman looks at you as the enemy, as a broke nigga. Okay, that's what she looks at you at. So now when Jacob Trouble comes, we ain't got nothing for you. Like the Lord gonna have to put a heavy spirit on us to deal with you black women, man. When that time comes, okay? Cause shit, we don't need you. The man has a seed. That's what, in this society, this matriarchy society, you've been propped up and put on a pedestal. That's all prophecy, by the way. You so dumb you can't even see that the position that you're in, these women should not be in the position that they're in. These women should have their head down. I got coffee. I linked up with Apostle Ron Lop earlier. I went into a Mediterranean spot, and they do coffee and stuff like that. And then, Arab women, and the woman, the one that was serving me, she had the head scarf on, but she wouldn't even look me in the eyes. Okay, she had her head down. She was shamefaced. Okay, even though she was, serving men. So these other nations, they have more of a sense. And again, we were destroyed as a nation, but nevertheless, before that destruction, the black woman was in that spirit. Well, let's go real quick. I only have like less than 10 minutes, so let me see if I can get through this real quick. Where is that at? Right, there we go. This is before we in this position of Babylon, America, where the so-called white men did the biggest number on us. The biggest number. Okay? Isn't it? And again, it's not really like mad, because again, we understand, we're spiritual men. We understand that this is all the work of the Most High. Nevertheless, the Most High made the woman, in particular, the black woman, our enemy. Like that's our judgment. See, we get that. So you can't get too mad. That's our judgment. The Lord took away our woman. Just think how more productive we would be if we had our woman, okay, in order, and we were able to rule our house in order. You had multiple women. You're able to get help. We wouldn't have that much. We wouldn't be really catching hell here in Babylon the Great, man. So the Lord did that so we can catch hell. And how we're going to get our woman back is going to be through judgment. The Lord He going to give no other options. You're going to have to submit. You're going to have to bow down. Straight up. You're going to have to bow down. You're going to have to shut the fuck up. And you're going to have to worship your husband and do what your husband say. Or guess what? You don't have to do it. And you can go out there and get destroyed. Okay? Now my eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down like the mire in the street, like the mud in the street. Isaiah 3:16. Okay, the blue letter has a title, Judah's woman denounced. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, all right, which are proud, and that's the black woman. Proud. She's fucking proud. Okay? Proud. Like her shit don't stink. See, a great humbling is coming, man. A great humbling is coming. Okay? And when I look at the black, especially like it's just a spirit, man. When I look at the black woman, I look at her as the enemy. All right, because she is the enemy. Because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with a stretched forward neck and wanton eyes. That's what they're doing now. Okay. Walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. And you can see it. You can see their secret parts. You can see their shame, and they have no shame. Okay? The Lord took away their hair, and they still proud. And what do they do? Put a blonde wig on. When I see a black woman with blonde hair, I fucking run. When I see a black woman with red hair, I fucking run. Okay? I'm gone. Don't even talk to me. Okay? In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments in their feet. Like in Isaiah 32, it says, the Lord's going to strip you. And their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments and the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, all things that these women love, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of girdle a rent, and instead of a well set hair, baldness. She's bald. And instead of a stomacher, a girdle of sackcloth. Yeah, and you're going to have to go into that. You're going to have to be in that servitude state. A woman is a servant. A woman is basically a slave for the man. It's a slave. Okay? And if you can't accept that, well, then you know what? It doesn't matter. This is the thing. It doesn't matter if you accept it or not. This is the truth. And burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war. And her gate shall lament and mourn, and being desolate, shall sit upon the ground. I'm not going to go into Isaiah 9 because I got to go. Ezekiel 9. Okay? Because I got to go. But you can read that. Read Ezekiel 9, start at 4. And how the Lord going to get down on these women. But the Lord, before he completely takes you out, he going to strip you. Okay? He going to strip you of all the goodies. All right? And who are you going to go back to? You're going to try to go back to the so-called black man. All right? And Jake is tired of Jake. I'm not even talking about brothers in the truth. Because brothers in the truth, you catching hell women. I'm not saying don't talk to no so-called black women. I'm not saying don't talk to no. I'm not saying that. Because you have certain sisters that are good. Okay? As good as they're going to get. Okay? That are trying. That are not in that spirit. So shalom to those sisters. But the majority of you women, even these women, some of the worst women, and the apostle said that, really the worst woman is the woman that knows that she's an Israelite. Because she's trying to throw scriptures at you. She thinks that the Most High is dealing with her. Look, the Most High is not dealing with you women. Let me say it again. The Most High is not personally dealing with you women. The Most High is dealing with the man. And through the man, the Most High will have mercy on you and deal with you in that capacity. Okay? But the Most High ain't coming to no woman giving her the breakdown. Okay? The woman, she should be in silence. She wants to absorb authority over the man. See, your head has gotten big because the so-called white man put you in these positions that you shouldn't have. The woman should not be in these positions of authority, especially when it's not, especially when it's over a man. The woman's position of authority is over the children, and she disciplines the children as the husband, the man, sets the standard, and she doesn't go outside of that. Okay. So I'm gonna close it there. I mean, I can go longer, right? But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm done. I don't want to talk about the woman, okay? But the black woman in particular, all the women. I'm speaking about all the women of the tribe. I'm speaking about all the women of the tribe, but in particular, especially the American black woman, but the Haitian woman and the Benjamin woman too. You could be a little bit better, but them too. But especially the American black woman. Okay? To hell with her. She's the enemy. And you got to look at her as the enemy. Okay? Until next time, shalom to the elect.